How's it going, guys? Chronic Rush here, and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 15 Team of the Week predictions. Welcome back, guys, and today we're predicting the Team of the Week number 23, which should be released on the 18th of February. And this week's Team of the Week doesn't actually look too bad. The BPL wasn't in action due to the fact the FA Cup rounds were being played. However, EA may include some of the Wednesday night games which weren't featured in last week's Team of the Week. That could be a possibility. And last week's Team of the Week, in terms of predictions, I did very, very bad. Hopefully, I can do a lot better this week. But in terms of players, it was actually quite decent. And hopefully, this week's Team of the Week can be the same. So we're going to start straight into it with the goalkeeper. We have this player here, Kevin Tramp, the Frankfurt keeper. Goalkeepers were quite hard to choose this week. Not many good performances, but Tramp here, probably one of the best I could find. 6 saves, a clean sheet, as well as the man of the match award in his team's 1-0 victory over Schalke there. Moving on to the defence here, we have this player here, Chris Smalling, one of those players from that Wednesday night fixtures of the Barclays Premier League. And he actually picked up 2 goals from a centre-back position, coming on as a sub in the 4th minute, and the man of the match award in his team's 3-1 victory over Burnley. Moving on to the next, we have this player here, Alvaro Gonzalez, plays for Espanyol in the Liga BVA, and he picked up a goal, a clean sheet, as well as the man of the match award in his team's 2-0 victory over Malaga. I've actually got another Espanyol player in this week's Team of the Week. I'll tell you a bit about later why I do. It was very, very hard to choose between the 2 players, and that's basically the reason why I've got both of them in the squad. Moving on to the next club, we have this player here, Doug Lau, I think it is, plays in the Turkish League, and he picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet and the man of the match award in his team's 1-0 victory over, I'm not too sure of the squad, but doesn't actually look too bad of a silver card. Shame about his pace. If it was in the 70s, he would go for an absolute fortune. Moving on to the midfielders, the first player is going to this player here, second in form, Musa Sow, plays for Fenerbahce in the Turkish League. And this card, if you picked up a second in form card, would be absolutely ridiculous. And I'll definitely be picking up and using it. We could be seeing him with around 85 pace and around 88 shooting, which would be absolutely phenomenal. He picked up 2 goals as well as an assist and the man of the match award in his team's 5-0 victory. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Freddie Guarin, the Inter centre mid, and he picked up 2 goals, you could say an arguable assist, and the man of the match award in his team's 4-1 victory. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Granit Xhaka, played in the CDM role, default as a centre mid, and you could argue he picked up a clean sheet, a goal, as well as the man of the match award in his team's 1-0 victory. I believe he picked up a goal final minute of that game as well in his team's 1-0 victory over FC Cologne. Moving on to the final player in the midfield, we have this player here, big old Marco Reus, the Borussia Dortmund left mid. And this guy had a very, very good game indeed in his team's 4-2 victory over Mainz, picking up a goal and assist as well as the man of the match in that game. That assist to Aubameyang was is ridiculously good. And it may have not been the best performance in terms of overall goals or something like that, but he had a very, very good performance, and Dortmund needed as many of those points as well. And I think EA are going to throw him in just for a bit of added coinage. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Manuel Gotze, the Bayern Munich centre attacking mid, and recently picked up an upgrade as well, and Bayern absolutely demolished Hamburg. Was there anyone playing against them? They might as well all just stood on the goal, and I think the final scoreline would have been lower. But Manuel Gotze here picked up 2 goals as well as an assist. You could say Thomas Müller, because he picked up 2 goals and 2 assists, but one of the goals was a penalty, and that may have not been enough to pick up a second informed card. That's why I decided to go for Manuel Gotze in the centre attacking mid spot. Moving on to the final players of this week's Team of the Week starting 11, we have this player here, Luc de Jong from PSV in the Eredivisie. Could be a second informed card for him. They played on a Friday night against AZ. He picking up a hat-trick as well as the man of the match award in that 4-2 victory. And moving on to the final player of the starting 11, we have this player here, Bastos, who hopefully will finally pick up an informed card. I've put him in my last 2 Team of the Week predictions as well, and hopefully this week I think he's secured it quite easily with 4 goals as well as the man of the match award in his team's 5-4 victory over Bayer Leverkusen. Moving on to the subs bench here, the first player here is going to be this Espanyol goalkeeper, which I said that I had 2 Espanyol players in this team, Casilla, and he picked up around 5 saves, a clean sheet, as well as a penalty save in the dying minutes of the game in his team's 2-0 victory over Malaga, and that's the reason why I couldn't divide the 2 players. The goal Espanyol score was like in the 90 extra time towards the end of the game, so let's don't count that, say it was only 1-0. He picked up a penalty save in around the 85th minute, whereas Alvaro picked up the goal that could lead them to the 3 points. So I couldn't split either of them. So I decided just to throw both of them in the squad. I don't think both of them will be in there, and I think it could be probably the centre back maybe that might pip it, just because I think he had the man of the match award, and there's a lacking of silver defenders as well. But moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Cedric Mongongu, plays for Evian in the French League 1, and this was a bit of like just throw him in and see what happens. He picked up a clean sheet as well as the man of the match award in his team's 2-0 victory over Lens, and I wasn't too sure in players who could fill this role, and he was probably the best suited to fill that. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Jeremy Paid, and he plays for Guingamp in the French League 1, and he picked up a goal and assist as well as the man of the match award in his team's 2-0 victory over Metz. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Franco Vasquez, plays for Palmelo in the Serie A, and he picked up a goal as well as 2 assists and the man of the match award in his team's 3-1 victory over Napoli. Could be seen in with an informed card after recently getting an upgrade card as well. Could be pretty nice. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Ricardo Kirchner from Ajax, picking up 2 goals as well as an assist and the man of the match award in his team's 4-2 victory over 20. Looks like a very, very nice card indeed. Moving on to the next card, we have this player here, Sebastian Halle, I think it is, plays in the Eredivisie for FC Utrecht, and he picked up around 4 goals as well as the man of the match award in his team's 6-1 domination over Dordrecht in the Eredivisie. And moving on to the final player of this week's Team of the Week, number 23, we have this player here, Kuma Babakar from Florentina, picking up 2 goals as well as an assist and the man of the match award in his team's 3-1 victory over Swallow. Looks like a very, very nice card indeed. So guys, that is the Team of the Week, number 23, and it's got some okay players in. You've got 2 second informed cards. If Musa Sal gets an informed card, that'll be a very, very good card indeed. Informed Grarin doesn't look too bad. Informed Gotze and Reus will be the main men of this week's Team of the Week. Smalling doesn't look too bad. Either the 2 silver centre-backs don't look too bad. You could be seeing an informed Vasquez, Kirchner, don't look too bad, and Babakar looks like a very, very good, strong striker. So guys, that is the Team of the Week, number 23. If you believe I missed any players that should have been in this week's Team of the Week, put that in the comments, put the reasons why. Also remember to hit that like button, and also remember to subscribe. Stay tuned to this series, and I'll go and check out some of my other videos as well. I believe I've recently uploaded the tallest Liga BBVA squad in FIFA 15, with a bit of live commentary as well, guys, so go and check that out. But guys, this is coming towards the end of the episode. This has been Crush. Until next time, adios!